is written at the top of the packet. Giving you, I'll give you 5 seconds to do that. 3 more seconds. 2, 1, and 0. Scholars, remember that during this lesson, your back is super straight, and you have at least 2 writing materials out. Looking to see who I can shout out for body, especially the scholars where I wasn't able to shout out before. I'm especially looking to see which one of you I can shout out now. Ariane has the straightest back so far. Let's see who can beat her. Ooh, Nadia, straightest back so far. Leon, straightest back so far. January, you look fantastic. Let's see who can beat January. Wow, Dariani, you look great. Luna, I love the way you perked up. And wow, Amelia, you look awesome. Nice. Okay, friends, so today we have a really nice lesson because it's going to be short response. So it's going to be pretty similar to what you did earlier with Ms. Fernandez during TA. Today, we're reading a special kind of text. Let's get there together in our writing packet. Flip so that you're looking at a text called A Mammoth Adventure. I'll know that you're there because you'll be showing me a thumbs up right under your chin like I have right now. Who can I shout out? Yes, Fatumata, you look great. She's ready. Juan, looking to see if I can shout you out soon. Peyton's ready. Way to get there, buddy. Roshin's getting there. Carolyn's getting there. Nice, Jaslyn. Nice. Okay. All right. Now, we're going to first talk about the genre of this text. I'm sure you noticed something already when you were previewing it. If you think the genre is fiction, stick your tongue out. Nice, Sarah. Okay. If you think it is nonfiction, spin your head around. I'm not saying any heads moving. Interesting. If you think it is a poem, do a wave. Nice. So the majority of us think that it's fiction. You're absolutely right. There's something really special, though, about this fiction text. And it's the fact that it is a drama. A drama is a type of text that has acts and scenes. It has acts and scenes. Let's see if we can do a choral response together about what a drama has. Ready, Miss Warrior? At the count of 0, when my hands look like this, you're going to tell me what a drama has. A drama has Give yourself some shine for having everybody back by 0. Love to see it. Okay. As we do this drama, it is going to be your job to annotate around the fiction thinking job. So that would be character, problem, solution, and lesson learned. There are 4 thinking jobs. I want you also, January, thinking about why the author chose to separate scene 1 from scene 2. Authors separate scenes because of important events. I wonder if you can figure out what they are as we read. Looking to shout out scholars who are tracking the paper in front of them, the text in front of them, the absolute best. I know that I can shout out, ooh, Noah. Who else can I shout out? Someone I have not even already shouted out yet. Secure. I can shout out Evelise. I can shout out Zoe Stanley. Who else? Who else? Who else? Sariani, again, I think that's the second time I'm saying your name. I can shout out Mott, whose eyes are glued to his text. I can also shout out David. Awesome. As we read, actually, as I read, you're going to be annotating on your paper. Show me a thumbs up if you got that. Beautiful. Nice, Nicholas. I see it. I love it. Let's read. A Mammoth Adventure. Cast of characters. Liz, a 7-year-old girl. Ray, her 10-year-old brother. Mother. Scene 1. Ooh, let's think about what's in here. Setting. Liz and Ray are at a museum in Hot Springs, South Dakota. Ray, I knew this would be a great place to visit to write my report for school. Liz, looking up at a huge skeleton. Wow, it's almost like the real thing. Ray, that's why I begged Mom to bring us here. It's a real skeleton, but I wish we could see a living mammoth. Liz, too bad they're extinct. Ray, a very big pool of warm water used to be here. Liz, is that why it's called Hot Springs? Ray, right. About 26,000 years ago, the ground where this museum now stands was just a grassy hill. But then an underground cave collapsed and the ground sank. It made a deep sinkhole and the sinkhole filled up with water from a warm spring. I'm going to pause here to shout out scholars who I see already annotating as I read. So shout out to absolutely Brayden. Also, Mott, second shout out within 5 minutes. Love to see that. Amelia, Ashley, Jewel, love it. Let's keep reading. Liz, how did the mammoths get here? Right. The water was warm all year round. Lots of mammoths and other animals went into the pool to drink. Then they couldn't get out. The sides were too steep, so the animals died, either because they drowned or they couldn't get enough food. Liz, where's the water now? Ray, the pool slowly filled with dirt. Nice, Amelia. The bones of the trapped animals were protected under the mud for thousands and thousands of years. Now people are digging them out. There were about 50 mammoths trapped here, and lots of other animals like wolves and camels and a giant, whisper it with me, poor animals. I feel sorry for them trapped like that. I wouldn't want to be there. Ray, I would. I'd give my right arm to see all those mammoths alive. I could use Mom's cell phone to take a picture. Wow, my school report on mammoths would be awesome. Liz, yeah, you'd probably get an A as long as you didn't get trapped in the pool. Ray, here, look at this. Ray goes to a diagram that is hanging on a nearby wall. The diagram has a sign that says, please do not touch. Ray reads from it. This diagram shows what happened to the mammoths through the years. He points to the first part of the diagram. It has a label that says 26,000 years ago. That's when the ground caved in and made the pool. Liz, there's when the mammoths died in the water. Liz reaches out and touches the picture of a mammoth on the diagram. Hey, what's happening? What's that noise? Liz, I don't know. I can't see anything. I feel like I'm falling. Liz and Ray pretend to tumble through the air and fall to the ground. Shout out to Zoe Stukes, Ariani, Sarah once again, Madison, Abdullah, Brandon Martin, Christian, Juan, beautiful. Now we're going to read scene 2. Remember that authors separate scenes based on important events. Let's think about what is important in scene 2 and how it relates to scene 1. Showing me a thumbs up that you're ready to read scene 2, ready to annotate around our thinking jobs. Your finger went up as soon as I said go, which is fantastic. Nice, Umar. All right, let's read scene 2. Okay. What happened? Liz, where's the museum? Ray, where are we? Liz, it's just a grassy hill and there's some snow on the ground too. And there's a giant something. It looks all furry. Oh no, what is that? Okay, well, if it looks like an elephant, but it has long brown fur, Liz, and big sharp tusks that curve at the ends, Ray, it's a woolly mammoth! Liz and Ray begin to walk backward together, very slowly. Liz, we must have traveled back in time to the Ice Age. She looks scared. That seems important. Are mammoths carnivores? Ray, they don't eat meat. Suddenly, Ray looks scared too. He points in a different direction, but that giant bear definitely does. Liz, and it's coming this way. Ray, what's happening to the ground? It's starting to shake. And look, there's a crack opening up. Liz, oh no, it's starting to make a sinkhole. Quick, draw a big square in the snow. Liz, with what? Ray, your finger. Liz uses her finger to draw a big square in the ground. Liz, okay, now what? Ray, use your finger to write the year inside the square. Liz, what year? Ray, the year we were in before this happened. Hurry! Shout out to Nicholas, to Carolyn, Rose Sheen. Nice. Liz writes the date, and she and Ray stand inside the square. Once again, they seem to tumble through the air and fall to the ground. Liz, we're back in the museum. Ray, what a relief. Liz, that was close. Their mother enters. Mother, what happened to you two? I couldn't find you for a minute. I got tickets for the dinosaur show later, but it's lunchtime now. Where did you two go? Liz, what's for lunch? I hope it's not mammoth. Ray, we almost were lunch. Mother, huh? What are you talking about? Ray, I was petrified. Mother, petrified? What frightened you? Liz, oh, I think it would take an ice age to explain it. Let's go have lunch. Liz and Ray giggle. All right, folded hands, checking for straight backs at the end of that very, very animated read. Shout out to friends who are still focused on annotating throughout. Checking for straight backs. Zoe Stooks, first person I saw who looks super awesome. So does Secure. So does Mariam. Ooh, Adonis looks great. All right. Remember that before we read this text, we were thinking about why the author chose to separate the events in scene 1 from the events in scene 2. What was, why do you think the author separated those two scenes? What was the author trying to show us? If you have an answer, show a thumbs up right in front of your chin. Miss Rory, can you please unmute Noah? Noah, hold on, I'll tell you when to go. Go ahead.
I think the author was trying to show us that those two parts were whole different parts, and because they had like different a different setting maybe in those two different parts.
Okay, something I keep hearing Noah say is different. What makes those parts different? Alexander, go ahead.
What makes it different is that like Noah said, the sceneries are different. Like from in scene 1, in scene 1 they're in the museum, and then going into scene 2, they went into the ice age, and they were really frightened, and I think the author put that in separate scenes because scene 1 is like at the museum and talking about like the ice age and mammoth, and then once we get into scene 2, they're Ray and Liz are actually in the Ice Age, and then once they come out, they're like really glad.
Love it. Okay. So I especially love Alex's answer because he included feelings, right? The feelings in scene 2 are super, super strong. They're very, very obviously scared. They're frightened. They're petrified. So in scene 1, all they wanted to see was the mammoth. They were like, I can't wait to see a mammoth. I wish I could do it right now. Hey, let's go see a mammoth right now. They were super excited, but then when they got what they wanted in scene 2, they realized, hey, maybe this isn't worth it. Maybe we should be okay where we are. Okay. So, friends, since we are at the end of our text, we're going to spend 3 minutes writing our main idea. I want you to think about what Alex and our other friends have shared out about the difference between scene 1 and scene 2, and see how you can incorporate that into your main idea. Go ahead and take this head start. I'm going to share the timer on the screen, 3 minutes. Looking to see who I can shout out for writing the entire time. Mariam has pencil to paper. Evelise has pencil to paper. Jewel has pencil to paper. Nice, Fatu. All right. Looking good, 3rd grade. We have about 2 minutes. Owen has pencil to paper and his back is super straight. Ooh, I see such strong thinking faces as we think about what we can include in our main ideas to make them even stronger. Sarai is looking great, super straight back. Carolyn's gonna use this extra time to see what else she can add. All right, friends, under a minute. Also, I would like everybody to know that you don't know who I'm going to call on to share the different parts of the main idea, so the expectation is everybody is ready. It's going to be very random. I know I could absolutely call on Nolani. I could also call on Aaliyah and Sarah. I could definitely call on Felix. There are lots of raised hands, which is interesting. I could absolutely call on Natalie. All right, friends, that is the end of our timer. Looking for pencils down and hands locked together with backs straight. Looking in 3, Josiah, 2, 1, and 0. Beautiful choices, Josiah, nice, Noah and Zoe Stanley. Beautiful body, Leanne and Sarah. Okay. Alrighty. So I'll start with our characters. Our characters were Liz and Ray, who were curious and imaginative, evaluating as I share out, of course. And Mom, who is playful because she kind of goes along with the fact that they were imagining, right? She goes, where were you? I didn't know where you were. Even though they hadn't really left the building, They were just using their imagination to leave. What was our problem, Ariani?
Our problem was that the two characters went like somewhere else, went to somewhere else a different year, and then they found like a mantle, and they got scared. So they thought that what they did was a bad idea. So instead they went back to the year that they were in.
Okay, I agree that that's true, but I think that there was a problem before that. You're talking more about scene 2, right? Which is when they realized that maybe they didn't really want to be with mammoths. But what was the problem in scene 1? Go ahead, Sakira.
Problem in scene 1 is that Liz and Ray really wanted to see a real live mammoth that is alive.
Yeah.
But
Go ahead, Sakira. Sorry.
but they okay, never mind.
That's really great. Yes, they really, really wanted to see a mammoth, right? They were imagining, they were like, I'd cut off my right arm to go see a mammoth. They were super, super excited about that. And then back to Ariana's point, the solution is that they realize with their imagination, maybe it's not really worth being with the mammoths, and they actually would like to go back to where they came from in their real world. The lesson learned that we can learn from the problem and solution is that imagination is really powerful. Liz and Ray realize that with their imagination, maybe things aren't the way they want them to be actually. With their imagination, they were able to see a mammoth and realize that they actually weren't as great as they thought. All right, I want you to flip. So you are looking at the page with I do and we do questions. Checking to see that you have done that. If you are already there, nice, secure. She's holding it up to the camera without even me asking. If you're already there, I want you to take a look at both questions and think about what is different between those two questions. Just think about it. I'm not going to call anyone to share, but I want you to have that in your brains. What is different about those two questions? Okay. Nice, Nalani. I love to see your hand. Okay. Let's look at the I do question first. Oops. Okay, spotting me. It says, why did scene 1 become scene 2? Use evidence from the text to support your answer. Well, the word that jumps out to me in that question is why. When I see why, I think of a reason. Whisper with me. When we see why, we think of a beautiful. I saw all of your mouths whispering reason. We think of a reason. And usually when we give a reason, we use the word because. Now let's look at the we do question. That question starts with how. And how is a different kind of word than why. How talks about the process. How talks about the beautiful. It talks about the process and what things happened. So whereas number 1, we're giving a reason for why scene 1 became scene 2. For we do number 1, we're actually talking about what his motivation was in the beginning and what it was at the end. When we see how, we give the process or what happened. When we see why, we think about the reason. I want you to keep that in your minds because we're going to go into our breakout rooms for independent practice. It's on the next page. It's titled You Do Questions. You do questions. Make sure that you're on that page. Once you are, show me a thumbs up, just like this. Shout out to Sakira for consistently showing her thumbs up as soon as it's asked from her. Josiah is making excellent choices. Brayden would love to see you doing the same. Nice, January. All right. We're going to go into our breakout rooms. Keep thinking about the difference between why and how so that you can answer those questions correctly.
1 second on the breakout room, sorry.
No worries. I can see how eager Christian is. He wants to get writing immediately.
Okay. All right.
Hello, my dear. Hello, hello, hello. I'm waiting to see if it is just us. Hi, Amelia. Okay, Dior, Nathaniel, Nadia. Oh, all my favorite peeps are here. Look at you. Hi, Nadia. Alrighty. Okay, my dears. So the first thing we are going to do is read the first you do question. Let me put my camera on. Okay. All right. We're going to read the first question. Follow along on your papers as I read it out loud. It says, how do the stage directions better help you understand the drama? Use 2 details from the passage to support your response. What are the stage directions? Show me a thumbs up if you know. What are stage directions? Your thumb is here so I can see it. Hold on, my camera's acting funky. Nadia, what are stage directions?
Stage directions are directions that are like showing what the character's doing
Yeah, right?
or like
Go ahead. Okay, she seems done. Okay. Yes, the stage directions are all the words that you saw that were inside the parentheses like this. It's talking about what the characters are doing. So your job to answer this question, Peyton and Zoe, your job to answer this question is to go back to the stage directions and think about how they better help you understand the drama. I'm going to give you 1 minute to come up with a topic sentence because I actually want to hear what you come up with. I'm going to share my alarm clock on the screen. Shout out to who already took this head start and got writing. Shout out to Mariam, she's already writing. All right, I'm gonna put this timer on for 2 minutes. Did I say 1 minute? I'm gonna put it on for 1 minute. If you need more time, that's fine. Michael is staying focused the whole time. Zoe? Zoe, it's fine if you don't have the packet, you can just use paper. About 10 more seconds just to write your topic sentence, looking for someone who I can share out, Dior. Okay, show me a raised eyebrows look if you have an answer. This is what it looks like. Figure your eyebrows if you have an answer. Alex, go ahead. What's your topic sentence? 1 second, 1 second. Oh, it's not. Okay, there we go.
My topic sentence was stage directions. The stage directions help me understand the drama because it helps me know what the characters in the drama are doing.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's add on by including an idea about our characters. Based on what they're doing, what is your idea about those characters? They are what? Show me an elbow in the air if you have an answer. Wiggle around like this. How can we describe our characters? I'm seeing the same hands. Let's see if I can pick someone else who I have not called on yet. Noah, how can we describe our characters based on what they do?
Um, it describes the characters because it's showing
Hold on.
like
The question is, how can we describe our characters based on what they do?
you can describe them how what they're doing because what they're doing because it's like showing like how they're like moving around, which could show if they're like being like excited for something or
Okay,
not excited.
you're getting closer. We know excited is not a trait, so I'm looking for someone to build off of Noah's idea. How can we describe our characters? They're using their imagination. They're suddenly in this brand new place. So they must be what? We can describe them as what, Peyton?
Creative.
Creative? Awesome. Why? Nice
Because
evaluation.
because they were using their minds. They were using their minds.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, we're going to add that into our topic sentence, and then you're going to finish your short response for you do number 1. Go ahead, I'm gonna put 3 minutes, 2 minutes to finish the rest of that problem. Shout out to Peyton who got right to writing. We already have our topic sentence. Now we're moving on to finish that short response. Let me share my timer. Let's do 2 minutes. Aaliyah looks so focused. She's been writing the entire time. I just know she's picking the best evidence. Alrighty, we are almost out of time. Make sure you're using every bit of time you have. Aaliyah, what's up? Aaliyah? Okay, I saw that you raised your hand. Was it a mistake? Okay. Nathaniel, you consistently unmute yourself. Please stop. Thank you. Still love you, but let's chill on that.
Yay.
Zoe, better choices. Thank you so much. I'm really excited to see you too. Okay, my friends. So we are moving on to you do question number 2. Take 10 seconds to read that question to yourself and come up with a plan for how you're going to answer it. So I'm going to put it up on the screen for you because I know you don't have it.
I can't see it. It's too bright.
Hold on. I'm going to put it in the camera. Here it is down here.
Oh, okay.
It says, how are the events in scene 1 different from the events in scene 2? Use 2 details from the page to support your response.
Okay.
All right, my dears, I will give you 3 minutes to answer that question. I'm looking for someone who can read their response out at the end. Dear, you look so much better. I love that you've changed your focus and you've made better choices. So does Sarah.
Minion.
Zoe, focus on me.
Earpods. He's not a minion. He has earpods.
Nice, Dior.
Deep. Great. Yes.
Zoe, if you unmute yourself one more time, it will be a call to mom. Let's
Okay.
focus. Beautiful writing, Alexander, Aaliyah, Noah. Way to go, Zoe, making better choices. Okay. We have about 2 minutes left. I'm gonna put that up on the timer. Okay. I'm actually going to bring you back in about 10 slow seconds. So write as much as you can, and then I'll call someone to share out. Five. Wow, shout out to those of us who are using every second we have. 2, 1, and 0. Pencils are down. All right, we're going to get all back together and see what our friends have shared out for us. Alrighty. All right, friends. So for question number 2, which is, I believe, what everyone was working on before we ended the breakout rooms, your response should have talked about how scene 1 is different than scene 2, because in scene 1, Liz and Ray are learning about mammoths and they really want to see mammoths, just like Secure was talking about. But in scene 2, Liz and Ray realized it's not that great living with mammoths and seeing them in real life, like Noah was talking about. Alrighty, today we talked about the difference between how and why questions. Great readers always pay attention to the question stems because they want to make sure they fully and completely respond correctly, right? So when you see why, the next time you're going to, by the end of 5, think of a 4, 3, 2, 1 reason. And when you say how, you're thinking about the process. We're going to continue talking about that the next time that we have writing. For now, we're going to move right into read aloud. So make sure you have your read aloud packet, like Ms. Royer said that you should have before enrichment. Once you have it, put it up on the screen. Shout out to Ashley and Noah, and Ms. Hernandez is ready as well. Nice.
Hi, friends. Okay, Ms. Bach, can you just finish? Are you done recording now?